while we know that the federal government will cover a certain percentage, you also mentioned the cost involved. But then we might need the help of private investors like they have mentioned. We're at a time where multinationals are leaving Nigeria. That is to be considered if it's any option. What are the hopes for investment to ensure that this form of compressed gas can be utilized in the long run? That's one. And what are the safety concerns for the users? We've mentioned the role of the National Orientation Agency as regards educating Nigerians. It was pretty hard moving Nigerians from the manual vehicle to the auto vehicle. And now we are moving again from fuel to compressed natural gas. What is the place of the National Orientation Agency and what are the safety concerns? That's about 3 questions in one.
3 questions in one. Let me just say yes. Let me take the low-hanging fruit. Communication, very key. And you communicate, people understand, people are able to ask you questions, people are able to follow up. It will also mean that family units, ward units, mosques, churches, NGOs, while that goes on, markets, segments, our educational institutions, can we begin to find a way to introduce some of these things into curriculum, like we are learning? Yes, natural gas could be safe. Now, you also hit a particular one, and having been in the oil and gas industry, I can tell you free that I saw misuse, I saw a deliberate not wanting to adhere to, the process and procedures, right. And I've seen people blown into smithereens. People in oil and gas will tell you that. So we want to say that some of our learnings, we call it OIMS, Operations Integrity Management Systems, right. They are out there. Our learnings should be such that we begin to educate people. Don't get the cylinder in your trunk, and then you still want to find a way to hoard, PMS fuels, and want to put it in there. Maintain road safety issues. Don't overspeed. You should not do certain things. I also know that the other management of change. Asked, yeah. We must look at that. The other
leg of the question that she asked. Could you quickly respond to that? As we call it a wrap because of our time.
Okay. The other.
You answered everything. You satisfied?
No, he has not answered anything. We talked about the hope for investment.
Very quickly.
Very quickly. The only way we can do that is governance. The only way we can do that is by setting good examples. The only way we can do that is by making sure that environment is friendly. And I heard you talking about multinationals voting with their legs, changing their operational method. Well, some may go, some will come in. And when they come in, we must try and see that on a sustainably long term, we take care of security. So many things coming into it.
That's a very key one that you've mentioned. And
very important. And we must therefore make sure that for us to be able to get to our next destination with 4 tires, we must always have an extra. If you don't have an extra, you're not going to get it.
That's a very good one. Quite idiomatic, quite straight to the point, and it's just they say that the little we say to the Omoluabi,
yes,
so to speak,
it's getting there, and then it will germinate. But we are all involved in this, and I think it's a good initiative. We should.
That's right.
We should get them on. We should get the local content in. We should get our governance and rule of law, and we must make women their voices not only to be heard but to be seen at the table.
It's good that you ended with that because that's addressing the fact that you said you didn't like women. But then I understand now. Former manager, public and government affairs at Mobile Oil PLC, CEO, chronicler, and associate Akin Fatunke. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.